matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. General West. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the first.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Steelers, nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Big Ben of the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made by
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's got this down to the 35.
Good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Geis, the ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
61, matchbox light.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. 30 base. Greystone, travel. Check. Hey, foxtrot.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 2nd down, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Go now. 60 outlaw. Go.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Steelers.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And got his man, complete. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
50, plant, 6-6, pull it high. Mark 54, smooth.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Jared Wilson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 19-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. He still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Samuels. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
Tied 7-7.
2nd and 6. Out of the gun is Minshew. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the handoff, it's Geis. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Minshew. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Geis, they'll try to run it. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They run with Geis, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
For the Steelers.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Westbrook now on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense. 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
54.
Minshew quickly completing it out wide. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Josh Oliver. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
60 outlaw. We own it.
Minshew sets to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the give, this is McFarland. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And it's 3rd down.
All right, now, 180.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. Proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
James Washington was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
the 21. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going to take another shot here. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted. The Jaguars.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
That's the end.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
7-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Samuels. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And 12.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags.
Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
54-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And here comes Westbrook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that will be incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of the ball is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here's Minshew, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That
got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Go, go, go. Tighten up.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Back now in Jacksonville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Rudolph. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers.
Rudolph on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
right.
with the Eagles. That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this throw complete to Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55 to go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here's Switzer.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 44. Watch his slap, watch his nickers. 66.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
yards to go.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Jaguars.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Dumps it off for Geis. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Complete to
Well,
Darius
offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebacker's now at...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Jaguars 40, Steelers 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Complete to Juju Smith.
Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Today's final scores, Jaguars.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games.